Welcome back, guys, to Archive Gaming. This is our Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14 Let's Play, and we're playing the intentions of the two Yuans as Yuan Shu. So, as you could see, we're gonna stay in the center. I know if you've been watching the last couple parts, I've kind of been moving back and forth because of the events and well, shit, I mean, this is gonna be part 4, and I still haven't even clocked in a year on this Let's Play, so there's just a lot of events. So I've kind of been going in and out and learning, you know, learning by doing, I guess. So right now the current game plan is we're gonna try to hold out in the center, but if things start to look bleak, we can always pop these the event between Yuan Shu and Cao Cao, which we lose, and it'll relocate us to Jianye. So we have that in our back pocket until Jianye gets taken over, which it's probably going to be a while because right now we're still in the land scramble. As you can see, everybody's still kind of taking territories. We did pop the event to get Liu Bei out of northern Hebei and into Shu to keep him alive a little longer so that he doesn't get absorbed by Yuan Shao. And yeah, so we're not even in the top 3 right now, honestly. If I had to say, I forgot to march somebody out of Wu Gate. I hope that doesn't bite me in the ass. It might. Also, I want to say, guys, if anybody's interested, I'm doing some playing some retro games right now on my Twitch. It's Archive Gaming at Twitch. Right now we're going through Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, and this week I'm going to be starting, I think, Resident Evil 1 remastered. You know, the one from back in 2003. So if anybody's interested in those, then head on over to my Twitch, Archive Gaming. And you'll see my schedule. My schedule is posted up there, so I might upload them onto the channel here as time goes on. But for right now, I'm kind of just focused on this Let's Play. What I'm thinking is I can keep trying to stay in the Central Plains here. Oh, I forgot to tell him to back off. But I can keep trying to stay in the Central Plains and try to recruit officers and stuff as they appear. And then once things get dicey, I can always, you know, get out, go to GNEA. Oh, I think he lost on the very last swing. Wow. What an upset. Okay, we got an awesome bow. Very cool. Okay, we should be able to hold the gate. It shouldn't be anything like the first time that we were attacked. And so the order at Wei Shi is all the way down to 11. So what I've been doing is having my 2 bandit guys. You saw the first one, Li Yu, the one who lost. And we also have He Yi over here. And what I want them to do is just drive the order down in these 2 cores. And hopefully it'll spawn some bandit units. And hopefully those bandits run amok Cao Cao's territory. And again, not a crazy efficient by any means, but just a little wrinkle to throw in there, right? So we have a bunch of events here. We're not going to trigger the Fall of Sun Jian because it's just too ridiculous. I would have triggered it early if anything, on this Let's Play, but I didn't find out until recently that all of Sun Jian's officers, Sun Sei's officers at that point, except for the Sun family members, join Yuan Shu. So if I triggered this event right now, I'd get like an extra 20 officers, which would really just, you know, give me such a power boost that not interested. You know, it's too much. We have this, the Battle of Quarantine, like I was saying, that's in my back pocket, so we can do that pretty much whenever, as long as the city situations don't change between me and Cao Cao, which they're probably not. So we can use this, you know, break this case in case of an emergency, break the glass case here, and relocate to Jianye until Jianye is claimed by somebody. Liu Yu and Gongsun Jiang we can trigger to get Liu Yu wiped out, but I'm not going to do that. And we're waiting for the abdication of Shu province, because I do want to give Liu Bei control of Shu province to kind of give him a power base. This way Liu Bei can kind of threaten Cao Cao, keep Cao Cao in power over here, keep his power in check is what I mean. And it'll also open the door to Lu Bu. If Lu Bu gets in a tight spot, we can bail him out and trigger the event where he splits Shu with Shu province with Liu Bei. So we have a few things. These two cores I'm not grabbing, because what's going to happen is if I grab these two cores, Liu Biao, I'm thinking it's going to build up and attack me just because. I found that sometimes leaving cores empty is its own defense in a strange way. And it is pretty, in a very strange way. Okay, I should have, let's see if we can call Yuan Shu over here. We can deploy him. Oh, we cannot. We can deploy Yuan Yao. I think he also has goose formation. Yeah, we can either deploy him or we can send him out again to deal with, yeah, you know what? Let's send him back out. We might as well take advantage and try to deal with the Yangtze as much as we can. I really don't want to send troops. Let's send some supplies instead. We have a lot of supplies. Okay, so he's not really advancing from there, so he hasn't sent anybody out towards Hiji yet. Okay, let's search. I'm gonna leave him out there, let him keep driving the order down. Cao Cao should claim this, and like I said, hopefully that'll spawn the bandits sooner or later. Liu Bei only has to hold out for a few more months, and then he can inherit Shu province. And we're also trying to build an alliance with Liu Bei long term, because he'll instantly become the big powerhouse in eastern Zongyuan. If we stay in the center, Liu Bei will probably be able to absorb these two other guys here. Okay, so he's taking it back, but it's only got 11 order. We might be able to carry out hidden poison against it. This is the best part about Being a neighbor to Zhang Lu, we keep getting all these gifts. There we go. We just need Ganchi to join. We're gonna keep trying. Running away. I wonder why he's withdrawing his tower. That's pretty strange. Liu Bei sending us. Everybody's funding us. It's great. Everyone's just propping us up. It's awesome. I haven't had one playthrough like this where everyone's so eager to make deals with you and just keep fixing relations. Liu Bei is especially good because I had sent him a gift, so I kind of opened that door and the last part, and ever since then Liu Bei's been reciprocating friendship the whole time. Okay, let's see. Might be a little risky because I really don't. Maybe we should just go in fish formation. I just don't want to. I'm a little worried about engaging him on accident in combat, triggering a duel, because he is a duelist and he could very much wreck us in a duel, but we're gonna risk it to try to inflict some casualties. Although the safer route is definitely to play defense there. Okay, let's see. Hidden poison, right? Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can trigger it. I don't know about that. That guy's injured. Let's try him. Okay. At this point, I'm thinking this has got to be all the way reduced. So let me start sending him back. He's been there for a while. We actually need some supplies. Let's transport some supplies over. Only Yuan shoes available. Okay, we're gonna have to wait on that then. I'm not doing that. You can't even sell supplies, really. It's too okay. Let's just try to recruit her. The hidden plot failed. Oh, well. Oh wow, my tank's having... Oh no, okay, he didn't take the... It looks like Li Ju took it back by plotting. Cut off my tank's army. Wow, super... That's critical right there. Pretty much destroyed my tank's march. Oh, that's not quite down to 0 yet. Okay, let's put him over there again. Okay, so we'll send him back out. Try to get the order down to 0. I don't know if bandits count as a natural disaster or not, but if they do, it would help. It would trigger a lot more frequently, I think, if it was, if you had, I think if you set it on high, it'll probably trigger a lot more frequently. But, I'm not sure if they're considered that. It could be, though. Okay, we'll call these 2 guys over. You've actually got enough to pretty much fill almost every space. Almost every corps that we have. That's how many officers I have. But, you know, it's definitely quantity over quality. Definitely. Okay, let's try hidden poison again. What is you ally? What is that? Okay, Shan Yu will not appear. Those traits are beyond useless. Beyond useless. Because let's say you're in a region where Shan Yu can appear. Okay? So Shan Yu won't appear if you get bandits, right? But you'll just get generic bandits anyway. You see what I mean? So maybe if you're here, as Yan Baiyu is, you know, he's the Tiger King of East Wu or something like that, right? Whatever he styles himself. Maybe he won't get Shan Yu units spawning if his order's low enough, but he'll still get bandits. So what is the point? You know, it's a very... Those traits are very useless. Those while you're affiliated or whatever, ex-affiliated bandits won't appear. It's so dumb. They could have done more with that trait, and of course they decided to do the bare minimum for it instead of really fleshing it out. You know, why don't you make it so that they can't appear and maybe you have a higher chance of them spawning? Or what about, like in older romance games, there was a chance during battles that the volunteer forces would show up and appear to help you defend territory. So what about something like that? Like, oh, whenever you're invaded, there's a chance for Shan Yu units to appear and help you defend. You know, you could have done something really interesting with those traits, and of course they didn't. Okay, so Cao Cao is marching out. A huge force. Not huge, but the bulk of his forces are going out. I think what I'm going to do here, we're going to take Wei Shi. And I'm going to get up to the border here. Maybe we can strand his army. Wouldn't that be something? I wish we had some troops. If we had some troops here, we'd be able to really take advantage of this situation, but we don't. We have recruit officer. All right, let's see who it is. Han Fan. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, tactics. Quantity over quality. That is the Yuan way. Hold on, let's get our... I don't want to use our training guy there. Let's use somebody else, but not him. Okay, so let's sell big... large bulk amounts. Okay, and so these guys should be here already, so let's get them on. Let's get them working. Only +1. That's unfortunate. Let's do agriculture since there's... Shenyang is such a small city, there's always... It's one of those rare instances where there is kind of a food problem in this territory. I know I only assigned one person, but I think if you have a choice between commerce and agriculture, cities like this one with only a few cores, you actually go agriculture, so you don't have to worry about running supplies out to it. I think that's a bigger pain than anything else when you have a small city like that. It's, you know, it's constantly in demand. If it's a frontline city, you know, while it's a frontline city, the reasoning, you know, it's gonna need supplies because it's gonna need soldiers because it's on the front line, so. Okay, so we have decreased morale. 2 suggestions to decrease morale is no good. Let's do that. Let's do public order. There's some barrack suggestions. We have the funds, honestly, so... Okay, so let's search in Suchang. We still have the recommendation to search here, so maybe there's somebody else. Or more likely there's a lot of items. Suchang is, you know, it becomes the capital later on when Cao Cao relocates the emperor there. So more likely than not, there's probably a ton of supplies there. I mean items buried there. Let's try to improve relations with Lu Bu. Not gonna send this guy. I guess he's training. Let's send him anyway, it's alright. Okay. Okay, looks like Cao Cao himself is on the way to intercept us. Okay, so I think at this point we can retreat Yi. I keep trying to get Ganshi. Okay, so let's have Jiling. Let's see if he can build a trap. And then maybe build a tower behind it. I think that's about it, really. I think all I'm gonna do here is search then. Keep searching in Suchang, see what we can find. Even items will be very useful because we can use them as, you know, bargaining chips down the road. I like that the AI sent Southside to intercept me right away. They didn't wait. Hopefully Lubu deploys here and doesn't just give the gate back. This was so simple, wow. He's got to talk shit too. Of course. Oh man, that gate's taking a lot of damage. Cao Cao and Yuan Shao are no longer allied. That could be a huge thing potentially. Now Cao Cao has another front to worry about, so that's good. Some bandits over here. Liu Biao's hold on these territories is going to be very weak. Probably throughout the whole Let's Play. So I think the person who's going to emerge victorious is probably going to be... I mean, Sun Jian's obviously is the favorite, but I think Shi Xie could give him a run for his money if he gets enough... If he finds enough officers, Shi Xie can actually kind of curtail his power. But the good thing is that we're going to have years, probably 3 years before, you know, somebody emerges kind of dominant in this Let's Play, I think. Because everything is so kind of spread out. The forces are really locked into deadlocks everywhere. Let's see, we've got public order. Let's do that. I definitely don't want any bandits. Okay, that one's 96. We don't need there. We don't need to do that one there. Let's check. Morale here's almost maxed out. So let's just do some commerce. Okay. And let's call the new officer we picked up. Let's call him over to Shenyang. And Fan. Okay. We'll keep trying to recruit. Wow, Tan Dun has appeared for Zhang Lu's force. I kind of want to try to recruit him. I'm going to give it a shot. He's a really useful officer. He did a lot for me on my very first stream Let's Play on this game. He was one of my main officers. He's just got a lot of good traits, a lot of good abilities. So, and the thing about this game too that I really like, I know I was bashing on those stupid bandit traits because they are stupid bandit traits, but one of the things that I really like with the trait system is that you don't necessarily need to have, you know, S tier or even A tier or even B tier traits in this game. You just have to have relevant traits. And as long as your traits are relevant, which is why I hate those bandit traits, because they'll never ever be relevant. Ever. They will never matter. Okay, it's just garbage space that you wasted. But that aside, the reason that I like the trait system so much in this one is because you just have to have a relevant trait, and it just adds a lot of nuance, you know? It adds a lot of nuance to the officers when you're selecting them. It reminds me a lot of, you know, Romance 11, which was one of the highlights of the series. I think I'm going to go ahead and send a unit to attack Chen Liu. Even though we most likely won't be able to do much of anything. Does anybody link on my team? Nobody does. Okay. Nobody does, and we don't have any siege weapons. Okay, he can use a ramp, but he's terrible. He's not a leader. And neither is Zheng Du. Okay, let's check out the tactics. He has War Cry. That War Cry will increase demolish damage. At least I believe. Should have done this earlier, because I do think it'll make Cao Cao turn his forces around at the very least. Okay, so we don't need to. Let's take the Drill Master off. Let's see. But yeah, Romance 11 was the first one that really introduced those traits, and in that game they were very useful. But they were very useful, balanced for the most part. I mean, S tier, you know, you have to throw away, you have to ignore S tier, because that's the whole point of S tier, is that it's not balanced. But for the most part, you know, most of the traits in that game are pretty relevant. And what they've done with this one is really just add more to it. They really just fleshed it out even more so. Taking it to the next level, I guess you could say. I have a lot of public order recommendations. I'm gonna have to go through them one by one. Okay, so we'll do that one. Yes. 84, we can leave that one. 42, let's do that one. And 15, okay, so we'll do all those. Okay, so let's go back to trying to recruit Ganshi. Okay, the fire trap's done, so what I want to do is just put a tower behind it. Not too close to it, because it'll trigger, set it off, but... Okay, so he's marching off, so let's have two take over. Okay, and I should have marched him out sooner, so that Cao Cao would at least have to split his forces and turn around. It would have given Lu Bu a chance here, a better chance. Oh man, yeah, he's gonna lose it here. Valuable item in Su Chang. Okay, so it's not an officer. Okay, Liu Biao's not in a position to march against us, thankfully. We're in a great position because our neighbors are they're pretty weak. And then the people who aren't our neighbors, who are 1 or 2 spaces away, like Liu Bei, Lu Bu, they're allied with us. This guy is in good relations with us. Shang Lu's in good relations with us. So everything's pretty much going right that you can expect. Okay, we have a reinforced units. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I think those forces are gonna be coming from Yuan, and so that's not gonna be a big loss. Okay, so keep trying to recruit her, and then we'll keep searching. I don't think we had any recommendations to mess with Cao Cao's forces on this one. Just the guy who's in goose formation, but that's not going to do anything, so. We'll see if he starts to turn forces around or if they're all going to consolidate in the gate. We really should have marched out a bit sooner. It's very unfortunate. Still don't see a unit heading towards Jianye at all. So it's going to be one of the very last cities. That event gives, I know I've already harped on this, but it gives Yuan Shu so much flexibility. It's incredible. It's so cool because it's going to be so much time, and you can just choose at any time to go over there and start over and, you know, consolidate your forces. All the officers, you know, you collect all these officers from here, and then you head over here and you can collect officers from here and just start over and just be safe. It's very powerful. Okay, let's have Jiling head back to the gate. And I'm actually going to go ahead and transport some troops out. We're going to have to move some troops down towards the Su Chang here. Well, because I'm going to keep marching these guys out. We're going to keep heading that way, at least for now. We still don't have volunteer soldiers ready to go. Let me check and make sure. No. Oh, Chengong is not a force in the Lubu army. Okay, so we're not going to be able to actually trigger. We're going to be able to give Liu Bei Shu, but we're not going to be able to relocate Lubu just like that. So that is going to be a concern for worry, because if Cao Cao is able to absorb Lubu into his forces, Yeah, that's not going to be good for us then. We sell some supplies. We have so many supplies, it's crazy, but Jianglu's gifting us supplies every other turn, and Liu Bei is also doing it. Okay, we can take on one more officer down here, but we don't have it yet. We need to recruit God Shi. So I'm gonna keep trying. Okay. I guess let's search in yeah, let's search in Suchang. Keep searching for the item, whatever that could be. Hopefully by the new year. We're in November. We only got a few more turns till we hit 193. Hopefully by 193 we'll get some more officers in these 3 spaces, these 3 territories. Okay, so Cao Cao's deploying a force, but are they heading my way? Looks like a big no. Okay, we finally got her. Excellent. Okay, so all this is at least giving us time to get to the city. And like I said, I don't think we'll be able to do much against the city at all. It looks like Yu Jin is heading our way too. Maybe we'll wait for him here. We can fight a battle. Matter of fact, let's do that. So I'm pretty sure we'll be fighting long before I can make him my adjutant, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so it doesn't look like we can build. Let's see if we can build a trap, maybe. Okay, we can't build a trap either. Okay, let's move them over like so. I think we can at least fight, do a little bit of damage to Yu Jin. Can't really put up much of a fight because of the quality of the officers, but see, we have an event. Hopefully that's volunteer. There it is, volunteers. Great. We needed them. We needed them. We're about to throw away some troops just to try to keep some pressure off of Lu Bu. That's the whole reason I'm gonna stay deployed here. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I would just retreat back. But the thing about this, game is that you have to try to navigate the power struggle, the balance of power. You know, if there's anybody out there who is a big history nerd like I am, you know that you have to take England's historical stance, and you have to worry about the balance of power and keeping everybody in check with everybody else. And just like England, sometimes that means you have to get your hands dirty. Most of the time all you want to do is fund the wars, but sometimes you have to get your hands dirty, and you have to suffer some attrition yourself just to keep forces from getting too strong. So that's what we're gonna do. So most definitely it's a losing battle up there, but we're still gonna have to fight it out. to give Lubu a chance, especially because he can't retreat because he doesn't have Chen Gong. I'm gonna do a quick. I'm gonna look to see where Chen Gong is, if he's out here yet. Doesn't look like he's in the game yet. Oh, yes he is. He is in South Sal's force. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That event's never triggering. Okay, so again, we can fight Yu Jin, but if Yao Dun heads our way, we are in trouble. Looks like Lubu's deployed though, so that's good. Lubu's not going where we want him to though, so that's bad. Where's his morale at? It's at 99. I think let's decrease Yu Jin's morale. If we get lucky with the duel, it would pretty much cripple him. You know, if we get lucky with the duel. No guarantee, but we can try. Public order, of course. Still haven't gotten any bandits to appear. Okay, Ganshi is here. She's supportive. And I think that's about it. Outside of that, she's let's send her over to Shangyang. We have a space open for her over here. He's open right now, but he's our trainer, drill master. That's the only reason. It's the only reason he's kind of bumbling about right now. Oh, her loyalty's extremely low. We don't have a banquet suggestion. Hopefully she doesn't get picked up. Su Cheng, we also got a suggestion for Shangyang, so. Okay. So let's see, I don't think we'll get this tower up in time, but we'll try. As long as nobody else deploys from, oh man, from Chen Liu. That's probably going to be South Sao. Okay, just as bad. Arrow formation, so he'll be on top of us instantly. Okay, so we'll definitely get crushed here. Okay, everybody. Yikes. Hopefully Kuao Rui doesn't die here. Okay, well, he held his own. Okay, well, we've pretty much done our job, so. Just wanted to bring the attention over here while Lu Bu does whatever it is that he's doing over here. Okay, looks like we're ready to assign our drill master. It's already low enough. And let's see if Ganshi's here yet. She's not. Okay, so let's check our suggestions. Reinforce units. Yeah, I don't think so. We can try the burn. Let's do the banquet. 2 banquets, okay. Public order, that's very low there. Okay. Suggestions. We already have the reinforced suggestion. Let's just try to keep increasing our economy and stuff like that. That seems like that's the only way we're gonna be able to compete. We're gonna have to replace our losses very quickly. Almost like the Liu Biao / Liu Kui playthrough, but on a much more aggressive, at a much more aggressive pace. The Liu Kui scenario, I was able to take my time after I took Shu because I didn't have any immediate threats, but you want Shu in the center, I feel like I have to get my economy booming kind of quickly. Hopefully he doesn't get caught up in another duel because he'll be killed, I think. I think if Jiahu Yuan catches him in another fight, that might be it, so. Sun Jian has been captured by Liu Biao, and Liu Biao actually let him go. How cool is that? Okay, so we've kind of succeeded. You know, we've redirected Cao Cao's forces out of Hulao and towards Chen Liu. And that's huge, because if he's going to march towards Lu Bu to finish him off, he's got to at least take a couple turns. He can't just instantly be there and wipe him out. Which will give us, in turn, a couple turns to attack Cao Cao. So I'm going to have to be... Even though I missed my opportunity, I've kind of created another opportunity that way. So that next time he marches out, I have to be ready to counter march and force Cao Cao to return back home, or risk losing his city while he's attacking Lu Bu, which is, you know, that's fine by me. If I could take Chen Liu and split his forces, that would be amazing. But the idea is just that we're always in his flank. We're always in his backside, ready to attack him if he should march out. And that was impossible to do while he has a bunch of forces in Hulao. He's too close. You know, he'd be there the same turn. But from Chen Liu, that'll at least give us time to march out and threaten him. So let's see. I think what I want to do here is I'm going to transport. Because I really didn't have enough to send a sizable force. When he marched against Lu Bu to take Hulao in the first place. So that was on me. I should have been prepared. But I'm gonna do a much better job now, and this time I'll be ready for him. So if he marches out this turn, you know, we'll quickly go ahead. Although I'm thinking he might just attack me at this point. I mean, I don't look too strong either. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cao Cao takes that 20k and decides just to invade Su Chang. That's kind of what it looks like. Okay, and we won't be able to get away because, of course, the AI's always got boosted maneuverability. And it's the stupidest thing ever. There's no good, there's no good explanation for it. Okay, so let's see. What I'm thinking here to do is we're gonna summon Jiling over. He's our best general easily. And I'm gonna give him the weapon and our +10 weapon, which has retreat assured. I don't want to send her because she just got here. I'll send him. You know what? We're just gonna keep those guys there. I don't really want to invite Liu Biao to invade me either. Okay. Maybe we'll have Li Feng drop back here. He can make us stand there. We'll see if Kuai Rui can get away or not. I really don't know. Don't have any gold either for plots, unfortunately. You guys pretty far, okay. Okay, so we're just gonna do this last turn. And then that'll be it for this video, guys. Tomorrow we'll be live. 12 o'clock noon. We'll be doing this Let's Play a live stream, and it'll be a little bit longer because it's the Saturday live stream. So it should be about, I want to say about 2-hour minimum at least. I think we'll just see if he closes in the distance. Doesn't look like he's going to though. Alright, so we made it to 193, so I think that's a good spot to end it. Still got about 6 months before the abdication of Shu province, but we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so hope you've been enjoying the content. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. And we'll catch you guys on the live stream tomorrow. So until then, take care.